Final Fantasy is making a big fucking comeback. We're getting Versus 13, but now it's called 15. That was not all the news they had. Kingdom Hearts 3. That made me super happy. I even had a big ol' chubby. Shit was fucking awesome. Okay, so Sony conference is happening, you know, it's E3, it's all a big deal. And I'm sitting there wondering, I'm like, when is anyone from Square Enix going to come out and drop a fucking bombshell? So they did. This shit went off like a motherfucker. It was like a fat boy with like, I don't know, it was set to fucking automatic, just being fired off anywhere. It was just like, fucking nuke everything. I was so happy to be able to see not only gameplay footage for Final Fantasy 15, but Kingdom Hearts 3. So we got both fucking games to see, know that they're coming out. That shit's awesome. So let's start with Final Fantasy 15, aka Final Fantasy Versus 13. This game has been in fucking development hell, seemingly forever, and I felt really bad for it because out of everything that they've been showcasing for like the past entire console generation, that had the most interest from me personally. That and Type 0, which we're still not getting for whatever fucking reason. But focusing on the positive aspects of everything, Versus 13, now being called 15, and all the rumor mills were right, it did end up getting a fucking name change, and now it's its own entry. Which made a lot of sense to me, because it was like, this looks like it's its own thing, and doesn't really look like it has anything to do with 13. So, yeah, I have no fucking clue, but whatever. Now then. Interesting thing about this is watching all of the fucking gameplay footage take place. It was out of control. Noct, the main character of it, who we've seen multiple times throughout all the trailers and stuff, he is just flying around, buzzing around. He's fucking teleporting, basically, into enemies, fucking their shit up. He's fucking running up along buildings, he's fucking stabbing into enemies, riding along them like this, like, Shadowed Colossus or some shit. I'm like, dude, this looks so fucking badass. Enemy soldiers were like, we gotta stop him. Come on, fuck, what the shit? Oh, why is this all happening? It hurts so bad. It hurts so good, though. And it hurt so good for me because, frankly, I was just enjoying every bit of it. He was even using magic. I was like, look at this motherfucker busting out fucking vertical and horizontal slashes, and then all of a sudden he's just like, big old motherfucking fireball, and I'm like, yes, bad motherfucker right there. So that looked really cool. We got to see him working alongside a bunch of the other characters, so I'm not sure if it's going to be like a party type thing, or if it's going to be you're always solo, or what the fuck the case is, but it looked really cool. You got to see the city that he resides in being ravaged and a whole bunch of stuff, because this is a war for the crystals. And the crystals being a long time Final Fantasy mainstay, you know, like things of power that are able to grant you pretty much anything that you want because, well, they can be endless resources for energy, I guess, to be able to power an entire city, or you're able to use them for great wealth, or just use them as weapons to go and take over the world like some kind of fucking tyrant and shit. But naturally, big old war is being waged, and, you know, all the enemy forces coming in, trying to take the crystal, he's trying to defend it, fight back, trying to retrieve it, and shit like that, and it's just absolute chaos. We got to see the supporting cast, the bad guys, the good guys, we got to see Noct himself, obviously, and it was just, it looked so fucking cool. Graphically looked amazing. The gameplay was just out of control and looked fun as hell. I mean, you know, a lot of Final Fantasy fans, they're traditionalists, and they're like, well, I want the turn-based combat, but you cannot deny that this shit did not look fun as fuck. It looked amazingly cool. And that was the thing, I was just like, dude, I want to get my hands on a controller and start playing it now. Way too fucking happy about that. And then just seeing like the gigantic enemies and seeing how the landscape was changing and everywhere that they were going, it was just like a big endless world, and it looks beautiful as hell. So I'm like, okay, this is fucking awesome. Oh, and the fact that they announced both Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3, both of them are going to be on PlayStation 4 and on Xbox One. So if you were, I don't know, if you lost your mind, you're like in a straitjacket and you got too much money just like falling out of all your fucking pockets and stuff, and you're like, I'm gonna get an Xbox One, then you won't be left out in the cold, even though a lot of people thought these were gonna be PlayStation exclusive, but fuck it. At least everybody's going to be happy about that. So yeah, those two camps are going to be getting some love. But, gotta talk about Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3, one of the things that everybody's been wanted, you know, we get all the offshoot titles, like we got Dream Drop Distance, we got Recoded, we got Chain of Memories, you know, and all we wanted was a Kingdom Hearts 3. Not to say that those titles aren't fun and worth playing, because they are, but I wanted a Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm like, it's been how many fucking years since Kingdom Hearts 2? Come the fuck on, continue the story, move forward. Finally, got to see it. And, you know, the entire beginning of the trailer pretty much is just like, you know, going through the events in different games in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Then all of a sudden it shows Sora picking up the Keyblade, and then he's running around this big-ass fucking city, and there's this big swarm of Heartless that are coming after him. And he's running from them, and he's like surfing on them and shit, and he's like, hang 10, guys! I'm like, what the fuck is this? Looks like sketching and shit, and it's just like, I want to see him pull some Tony Hawk shit, just like, do a fucking 900 off the Heartless and stuff, and then just like slice right through all of them. But it looked really cool, but they didn't showcase a whole lot. I'm assuming it's relatively early in development because they didn't show off a whole lot. So, but that's fine. At least it's being made. That's all I fucking care about. If they're like, yeah, it's gonna come out in like 2 years, whatever. If you can give me a definite that it's coming out instead of just stringing me along, I am absolutely fine. That's the only thing that I was kind of disappointed with in the entire announcement of this, was we didn't have definite release dates for anything. But if we're getting gameplay footage, there you go. That's a good sign. So fuck yes to that entirely. And also gotta mention, Final Fantasy XIV is going to be exclusive to PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. So anybody that was a big fan of like Final Fantasy Online everything, or Final Fantasy 11, then there you go. They pretty much decided to redo everything in Final Fantasy 14 because I guess it didn't go all that well the first time. And now they're re-releasing it. So anybody who's excited about that, then you need to have a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4. You're going to be shit out of luck. But as far as like being a big-time RPG enthusiast, this is a big deal because those are two of the biggest franchises from Square Enix, and two of the ones that we've wanted to see for a long time and have been clamoring for. And we got them both within one press conference, and we got to see gameplay footage for both. That had me fucking excited, but I'll say honestly, I had way more excitement for Final Fantasy 15 just because it showed a lot more. You know, we got to see cutscenes, we got to see characters, we got to see action, we got to see everything. The music in it was really fucking bad. It's just everything. I had no complaints whatsoever. I just wish I could see more Kingdom Hearts 3. That would have been nice, but, you know, whatever. At least we saw something. So Tetsuya Nomura, he came out, and at the beginning of it, he barely said anything, which I thought was kind of funny. He's just like, jibber jabber, yammer yammer yammer, here you go. And that's it. It was very, very fucking brief, but I'm glad that they showed it, and as like a longtime fan, I'm happy as hell. So I had to make this video talking about it. You know, I'm all fucking smiles right now. Just give us a fucking release date. I love the fucking company to death. I just want to see them in everybody's good graces again. So make this shit a reality. Make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. And now I want Captain Crunch really fucking bad. Echo Cuckoo for. Yes, I know that's Cocoa Puffs. Fuck you. I can eat whatever cereal I want. So, Snap, Crackle, and Pop, what do you all think? What do you think of the trailers for the games? What do you think about the fact that it's going to be on both consoles? Either way, just let me know in the comments down below, because that's pretty much what a comment box is for, is to leave comments and opinions and feelings and shit like that. Either way, you already know mine. It's nothing but exclaiming excitement and things like that with thumbs up and all the other good happy horse shit. So anyway, this is Alpha Megasin, as always. Nerds, nerdettes, and gamers. Game the fuck on.